Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. And today, a little bit of new, but mostly practices we are revising and just ones that become part of our regular practice. The usual cautions, uh, never force, make sure you're well within your comfort zone, pushing out a little bit if necessary, but as soon as you feel anything uncomfortable, difficulty breathing, chest pain, dizzy, pins and needles, etc., just stop and, if necessary, breathe through cupped hands over your nose and mouth. The important thing is to have fun, to be your own authority, and we are not rushing forward. We're not going to get anywhere. We're not rushing forward. We're simply sensing what we're doing. That's the important part of breathing, as it is of all the yogas, sensing what is happening in your body and in your mind and to your senses. What am I sensing? We do a little bit, we sense a little bit. We do a little bit, we sense a little bit. As I was saying last time, this is the disease of modern humans, in the West particularly. We do a bit, then we do a bit, then we do a bit, and then we do a bit. We don't stop and sense, see what's happening with our body, seeing when we need to take a break. When do we need to take a break? Do a bit, sense a bit, relax a bit. And I can't emphasize enough, most problems are disorders of biorhythm, the natural cycle of the day, where we do a bit for an hour and a half to 2 hours, then we daydream, have a snack, put our feet up for 20 minutes. Then we may do for an hour and a half or 2 hours, and then we put our feet up for 20 or 25 minutes, the so-called ultradian break. Now, I'm not saying I do that. I try to do it, but somehow the demands of modern life seem to mitigate against that. Got to make sure your phone is turned off. Prolonged periods during the day. You won't miss anything. You won't miss anything by turning off your phone. Nothing will be missed. Some of us have the fortune or misfortune to have grown up even in a household without a phone. How good is that? Not to have a phone, and certainly not to have texts or emails or any other of the many intrusions upon our attention. We're just not designed for it. We're just not designed for it. The research shows that the average executive is interrupted once every 7 minutes. No wonder so many bad decisions are made. No one's got time to actually stop and think about things. Anyway, I wiseacre too much. Let's do what we always do to start with and do some picking grapes. Now, I'll just do it in my chair. I think most people will be doing it in their chair, where we are starting with our hands on our shoulders. Down, back up. So we go back for four snips, and picking grapes on each side for 4. Let's just do that 3 times. Sitting reasonably straight and relax the shoulders. How does your body feel? Check it out. Abdominal breathing. You may feel that in the short term, after just a few of those stimulating breaths, the body feels enlivened. So, always a good way to start the day, to start your circadian rhythm in the right place. Get up, get some nice blue light, like we had this morning, or any sort of daylight. Get some blue light. Do picking grapes. Have something to eat. That really sets up the circadian cycle for the day. And then if you forget to take a break in the morning, and this is a break from any sort of activity, including just mental activity or wool gathering. This is a conscious break where you relax and preferably do some default breathing. Slow, low, default breathing. Okay. Now, last time I was looking at balancing. Let's do some balancing. Super important. Super important. Balancing in the 3 dimensions is the accompaniment to the ultradian cycle. In the ultradian cycle, you're balancing in time. Balancing the 3 dimensions is balancing in space. And they reinforce one another. Balancing in time, balancing in space. We're going to balance the vertical dimension. So, as a vertical being, we are balancing heaven and earth. We're balancing infinite space and the solidity of the earth, the separateness of the earth as a separate, distinct, solid entity is down there. Infinite space, we're talking about infinite space, is out there. And that's what we humans are here to do. Balance and ground and be spacious. And it's the basis of grounded, alert, and relaxed awareness, which is happiness. So, feeling the whole body, sitting in the chair, feeling the whole body all at once. I'm feeling my whole body sitting in a chair. My feet are on the floor. I feel the soles of my feet on the floor. I feel my shoulders relaxed. I feel my whole body all at once, solid and relaxed. I feel that my spine and my head are moving above me. I feel spacious. I can feel the infinite space above me. And I'm solidly in my body. My shoulders are relaxed. I'm solid, relaxed. My spine is erect. My feet are on the floor. I feel my feet. My arms and legs are heavy and relaxed. I am alert. I feel the earth beneath me and heaven above me. I'm fully alert and relaxed and solidly in my body all at once. And I feel my body connecting the infinite space and the solid earth. My body is connecting the infinite space with the solid earth. I'm fully in my body. I'm fully vertical. The shoulders are relaxed. I am fully present. I'm fully present. I'm fully present. And so be it. I move. I flex my shoulders. I take a deep breath. Ah. Good. If you've got any feedback about what we do, just save it till the end and tell me what it is, what your impressions are, etc. And if you need to jot anything down as we go through the exercises, all well and good. Okay. To reinforce the vertical axis, then we do ohms in the three centers. So we know the routine. We're going to do ah in the abdominal center, in the hara, just below the navel. We're going to do oo in the chest, near the heart. We're going to go around the third eye. So we'll do three ahs, breathing in for four. No, we'll do three. We don't want to do any straining. We'll be in for three and out for nine with ahs. Then we'll be in for three and out for nine with oohs, and in for three, out for nine with ums. We'll do these separately first, then we'll put them together as ohms. So I'll get my metronome going. So I'll just be doing this as we chant. So we're going to be breathing and omming. Okay, so in for 3, out for 9 with ah. Here we go. In for 3. Again, in for 3. And one more time, in for 3. Good. One thing about doing a chanting is you have to control your breath, obviously. And the breath control is through the vocalization. And it involves quite a lot of diaphragmatic control, as, of course, singers will tell you. Now we're going to do ooh. And we see, if we remember, to feel the vibration in the chest as we're doing it. So in for 3. Ooh. In for 3. Ooh. In for 3. Ooh. Good. Now, in for 3. In for 3. In for 3. Excellent. Very good. Let's stop a moment. Check out how your body's feeling. You can do this instead of doing ohms. You can do the ah, ooh, separately to obviously balance and stimulate. The ohm doesn't just do the vertical dimension, of course, it's balancing every aspect of body-mind, but I think it's particularly good to do as an exercise with vertical balance. Let's do 3 ohms with 3 in and 9 out. And we're going to start in. 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 Om. Good. If anybody's having any trouble with this, maybe let me know now. Or if you don't want to, um, tell me at this point. If you're feeling at all unwell, strange, or you've got peculiar symptoms, just stop. Just stop it for the moment and rebreathe through cupped hands and nose. Okay, let's do 3 more. Breathing in. Om. In. Om. Breathing in. Om. Breathing in. Om. Good. And sensing your body, relaxing the shoulders, sensing the body. Feel your energy body buzzing a bit. See if you can detect that subtle energy body just extending a bit beyond your physical body and buzzing a bit. You may feel it, you may not. Doesn't matter. We're still balancing and stimulating that subtle,
I can
etheric energy body. Sorry,
I can
Linda.
feel
Yes.
it. I was going to say I can feel it oscillating a little bit.
Yeah, good. This is very good. Yeah, it's a terrific way to sense that subtle energy system which is underlying our physical manifestation. Let's do 3 more. The first benchmark for doing ohms is to do 9 ohms off the bat, one after another. And that's a good little number. And balancing, stimulating, alerting, very good exercise. Let's do 3 more from the metronome. Breathing in. Om. Om. Breathing in. Om. Good. Check out your body. Relax the shoulders. Always relax the shoulders. Always relax the shoulders. And if you can do 9, either with a 3 and 9 out or 4 and 12 out, That's okay for you. No straining, no trying too hard. We don't want to try too hard. If we're trying too hard, no good, no good. We're staying organic. We're staying with what the body likes to do. We bear in mind, of course, that the body-mind has inertia and has to be pushed on a little bit to do something new. The body-mind is very conservative, likes to do what it knows is safe. We just nudge it a bit, but we want to stay organic. It's like when you stretch a muscle, it hasn't been used for a while or it's been tense for a while. It's pleasant. You want to do it. We follow the pleasure principle where possible. Very important. Follow the pleasure principle where possible. Okay. So let's do balancing left and right. Simplest thing. Balancing left and right is, of course, alternate nostril breathing. Now, we can do it with actual blocking of the nostrils. Putting these two fingers on the nose, blocking our nostrils with our thumb and ring finger. But I think it's just as good just to concentrate. Put your awareness on each nostril. And we start with the left. We just focus on the sensation of air in the left nostril. It's a question of balancing our attention. The attention is to one side, and then the attention is to the other. So we're breathing in, we put our attention on the cool sense in the left nostril, and we say cool. And then we breathe out through the other nostril. We're not blocking the nostrils, we're just putting our attention on the other nostril, and we're sensing the warm sense as the air comes out the other nostril, and we say warm. Then we breathe in through that nostril, and we sense the feeling cool, and we say cool. And then we sense the other nostril, and we sense the warm sense as the air comes out, and we say warm. And we just do that either 4 in, 4 out, or 6 in, 6 out. Let's just do 4. And we make the breath very gentle. And as we make progress with this exercise, we also put our attention on the abdominal breathing and making sure it's soft, slow, and low. Gentle breathing. So I will call out the time signature, and we'll start breathing into the left nostril to 4 and out for 4. I'm not doing a pause. In for 4, out for 4. Starting now. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 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 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 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 4, and finish. Relax the shoulders. Just check out your body. How does it feel? Check out your two shoulders. How are they in relation to one another? Not in any detail, just a general sense. And how your two arms and hands are in relation to one another. And now your two legs are feeling in relation to one another. Good. Remember, no judgment. There's no right way. There's no right way to feel. We just notice. It's all just noticing. Whatever is arising is arising. Whatever is, is. We just notice. We just notice and allow the subconscious mind to take care of anything that is happening in the way of an imbalance or dis-ease. We work on the assumption that the right side of the brain has infinite knowledge that has been around for hundreds of millions of years, has enormous inbuilt knowledge of healing and balance. We just need to get out of the way, notice and allow the information to go into our system, and then let it be. Just let it be. Just let it be. Let yourself be. Let yourself alone. Non-judgment. Let yourself be a friend to yourself. So, make sure you're grounded, We feel our feet on the floor. We feel our spine erect. We feel our head on top of our spine. Feet on the floor. The space above us. Feet on the floor. And our affirmation is, I'm safe. I'm safe. Safe. Okay. Good. Now let's talk about balancing the front with the back, which is the most difficult because we never pay any attention to the back. Never. Only under unusual circumstances, like having neck pain or a headache, or most commonly, of course, lower back pain. That's when we pay attention to the back. But I mean the whole of the back. Everything is at the back. First of all, we are going to breathe into the back. We breathe into the back. So we're going to do 6 in and 6 out. And we feel the breath going down into the back of our lungs. First at the bottom of the back, and then the middle at the back. Let's open up the space in our lungs at the back. We do 6 in, 6 out. Breathing in to the back, 6 in, 6 out. Here we go. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and finish. Good. Good. Your shoulders. Feel whole body. Now feel your back, the upper half of your back. Lower half of your back. Feel the lower back and sacrum. Feel the whole of your back. And feel the back of your head and neck. Good. Keep your shoulders loose. You will notice that when you are feeling your back, if you keep your eyes open, you have to defocus. You have to defocus. As I was saying in a previous session, normally our focus is too narrow. It's narrow on things and objects, and even when we're thinking, because thinking is towards the front of the brain, it's frontal. We focus in like a narrow flashlight. And that's very stressful for our brains. Narrow focus is a stress in itself. Every time you focus in on something, it is a stress. When you pay attention to the back, you have to defocus and open your focus, as we were doing the other week, where we were looking at our fingers and then taking them out at full arm's length to the side, right to the side. We're still keeping both in mind and in our visual field, but we're aware of both at the same time. To be aware of both at the same time, you have to defocus. The temptation is to look at one and then to look at the other, even subtly. We have to defocus, and that means relaxing back, relaxing back. I'm relaxing back and opening my awareness very wide. And I'm taking my hand and I'm sweeping back like this behind me. And I'm aware of my hand sweeping back, and I'm aware of the space that my hand is sweeping through. This is to help me become aware of the space behind me. Becoming aware of the space behind me. And this is very relaxing for the nervous system, to become aware of the space behind you. Because you have to defocus. Every time you defocus, your nervous system sighs with relief. So narrow focus is very hard work for the brain. And we're in a narrow focus culture. Everyone's tired. Half the population aren't sleeping. I mean, really. This is because we're all narrowly focused on one thing after another. So when we take our breaks, we lean back. We literally lean back a little. Oh, leaving the space behind me. I'm aware of my back. I'm feeling the space with my back. I'm feeling the space with my hands. aware of space behind you. There's an American martial arts teacher whose name escapes me, but I quote her in the book Living Space. One of her exercises is to walk around backwards. You can do this if, say, you're on a running track or a path with nobody coming the other way, or a quiet space like a lawn where you can go around in circles. You walk backwards, and this develops the sense of space behind you. And that is very, very central because your awareness is becoming 360 degrees. You're in the middle. That's what's called centering. You can't just center in your body. You have to center in your awareness. 360 awareness. It's very good. It's very good. So I'm going to do a little exercise with you about that. We're not going to start walking backwards. But here's a very subtle exercise in leaning back into 360-degree awareness. And this little exercise facilitates that. This is what we do. We take our palms up on your thighs. Sitting upright. You take an in-breath, gentle in-breath, while very gently closing our hands a little bit, tilting our head forward, and bringing our shoulders forward a little tiny bit, very subtle, very subtle. It's on the in-breath. So on the out-breath, I open up. The exaggerated movement would be my hands opening up to the sides, opening up the chest, and putting my head back. Big breath out. This is comme ça. We're going to do that very, very subtly. Subtly, relax, very subtly backwards. So the inspiration, our head goes forward a little bit, the shoulders go forward a little bit, and then the expiration, we open up our hands a little bit, our shoulders go back, our head tilts back a little bit, but it's very subtle, very subtle. Let's just try it out. We'll do 4 in and 4 out. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, in, out, in, in, out, 2, 3, 4, and finish. Done. That exercise is done better with a longer inspiration and the longer expiration, like 6 in, 6 in, or 8 in, 8 out. But you get the idea. There's another version of this. Well, there's more than one version. The one version is called the jellyfish. I think you'll be able to find it online, someone demonstrating it online. I can't demonstrate it here because it involves lying on the floor. But it involves that same kind of opening up, head back, and closing up with the breath. It's very subtle. It's a bioenergetic exercise from Wilhelm Reich, and is very, very a strong, potent, energizing exercise. And the more gently you do it, the stronger it is.
Paul, I just have a quick question. At the end of that, I found myself yawning.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
That's good. And yeah, that's that kind of letting go, subtle breath will promote yawning.
Okay.
And as does just doing this very subtle breath where we breathe in, and then very gently, all we do is breathe out from the back of our throat, very subtly while tilting our head back and letting go. So I'm breathing in, breathing in, very subtle. So letting go, you're letting go. You're also, you have your eyes open. You're opening up the three-dimensional awareness and counteracting the chronic tendency to frontality, to being forward, the chronic tendency to be forward. And it's just such an inbuilt tendency, of course. But eventually, of course, the forward tendency causes the stoop of old age. Everything becomes contracted forward. So to counteract that, one always has to be aware to stand up straight, keep the shoulders relaxed and balanced, the head erect, and your vision up. Don't look down on the ground. So my mantra is look up, stand up, breathe. I do that when I'm walking along. When I remembering is the key, of course. Look up, stand up, breathe. Look up, stand up, breathe. The people are depressed. They're walking along, always looking at the ground, not looking up. Look up, stand up, and breathe. There's the tonic for the contraction of aging. Look down, slump, and don't breathe. Look down, slump, and don't breathe. Stoop forward, put strain on your lower back and hips, for all knees. Everything is out of balance, and it just gets worse and worse. Look up, stand up, breathe. It's fantastic. When I remember, when you remember to do it, that alone will add years to your life. Look up, stand up, breathe.
Paul, excuse me.
Sure.
Carol, would that also apply? We tend to walk with our jaw forward. You know, when we're walking, we push the jaw. Yeah.
Yeah, relax.
Back.
Relax the yeah. Thank you for bringing it up.
Yeah.
Always relax the jaw.
Yeah.
I mean, what can one say? You know, the frown lines, because we're frowning, the jaw, because it's tense.
Yeah.
The head is beginning to drop forward. So we've got chronic neck and shoulder pain. The lower back, because we're stooping. It goes on and on. Look up, stand up, and breathe.
Thank you.
And that is my lesson for today. Now, any queries, please shoot them over. I've got time. So if there's any query, look up, stand up, and breathe. Oh, yes.
Thank you, Paul.
Good, Peter. Thank you for organizing this as usual.
It's all right. Pleasure.
And for your good work.
I'm glad the people are enjoying it and turning up for it, which is great. I did try and find jellyfish breath online while you said that. One of them suggesting to do this with your hands.
Yeah.
Just one way.
Yeah.
What was it yours way again with the hands? Can you sort of show?
Well, in Reich's jellyfish, you're lying on the ground, and you can have your hands beside you, palm up, and just tilt them out and in. Tilt them out and in. Or you can be resting on your elbows and have them out and in as your legs go out and in. So you are like a jellyfish then. As you breathe, your legs and your arms are going out and in. So you're like a jellyfish going through the cosmic ocean of consciousness.
Right. That's deep.
I know, it is deep. It's very deep. Yes.
So it's sort of doing like rhythmic movement along with the breath.
Yeah, it was Reich's view. You know, he was the founder of bioenergetics and body-centered awareness in psychoanalysis. And his idea was, you know, that we are basically organized like a jellyfish, but we've forgotten how to pulse. And developing this pulsation brings everything back into coordination. It balances all three dimensions, in fact. And it balances everything with the breath, and it balances the orgone energy, which he saw as the basic energy of the body, balances and stimulates the orgone energy. Okay. It's a great exercise to do. It's very powerful. So when we all have a summer camp in the late spring, and we're out in the countryside having a wonderful time, we could all do the jellyfish together in a relaxed, nice environment.
Paul, it's Carol again. One more question before I leave.
Sure.
Referring back to the omms, is there any particular time of the day you would recommend to do it? No.
I mean, look, there are rules in yoga about when to do what, of course, to time them with the rhythms of the day. But the main thing is we do them at a time when we're actually going to do them.
In yoga, it was done at the conclusion of your relaxation before you left. Yeah.
But do them when you can do them.
Okay.
Good.
Many thanks. Very good.
You're welcome. Okay, folks. We'll see you in a fortnight.
Lovely.